quite fast, I have to be honest.
Okay, now the
Okay, I
bot
think
is
the
here.
sound should be coming through on the stream now.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds really good. You were able to do miracles, Ketrok. Thank you very much.
And I'm kicked out again. Okay. Every once in a while, I can connect on TeamViewer for like 1 minute.
Yeah, I think we can manage with this. So I'm really happy that we have really good people working on the background. So we were able to pull this off after all. So additional pylons versus creep mind.
Yeah, I think Ammo, who made Creep Mind, said, was it last week or something, that he had a pretty major update to it. So not sure what it does these days.
Okay, how long creep mine has been over there? I'm going to check real quickly how long time it's been around.
A few months, I think. And it's around, I think, like 20 to 30th place on the ladder or something. So maybe if it got better, it might be a candidate for the next Probot season, not sure.
Bitmine is the place 21, so there's a really good chance that it will go to the robots, because there's a lot of bots that, well, I have to check, but because only one bot per author can participate in the robots.
Yeah, but there's not so many repeat authors this time. There's some, but because Fidolina only has mixed breed on the ladder, and Tyr also has only one bot on the ladder this time. So a lot of like those repeat authors are not there this time around.
Yeah, Shark Knights does have two bots on the places 4 and 5. I call that impressive.
Yeah, and then there's also Spiny and Eris, which at least Raspberry is in both, so probably maybe they would take Eris to robots, not sure.
So basically, if you get in the top 18, you should be able to get in the robots.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's a
then
little awkward when you have two authors on one bot. Because, like, what if Rasper wants to bring Spiny, but Paul wants to bring Eris? It's like,
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
should we?
I think
both should be allowed to go. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, but I think they are actively working on Eris and not Spiny so much. So
we may allow both just so we can have more Zergs, because this looks like very Terran Protoss heavy. Top 16 is all Terran and Protoss and random, other than Spiny and Eris, actually.
So Creepmind is in this game building a lot of circlings, but what else? Is it taking up to something?
there's Hydras in the production tab, I think.
Oh yes, there is.
The Zealots are pretty good against this.
Especially when they are against some wall, the Zerglings are not able to surround them all. So that was, I think, a good position for the Zealots.
Yeah. Also, Creep Mind, like they tried some like circling aggression early on, but I didn't pay so close attention. But I think additional pylons had like a ramp wall with a Zealot there, and he could hold it or something.
I think southern base will go down, and the army supply for the creep mine is rather low at the moment, unfortunately. That one Colossus has been dealing a lot of damage all over the units, so it's been paying off quite nicely. And no tempests in this game.
Yeah. Also, let's see. The Ammo who made Creep Mind said that it has new builds. Some sort of, I guess, selection for what builds to take is new. The creep spread is better. New attack, defense, and harass protocols. New micro. New chatting. So I guess it's all new bots almost. And it's already now on the, like Tyr said, that it's the 16th, counting authors only once, so might well be in the next robots.
That's brilliant achievement. The ladder is live all the time, living all the time. Creep Mind is at the place 19 at the moment. So I think it was 20th at the beginning of the stream, and now it gained one more head from the ladder. I think it's a good time to start speculations who will go to the robots. I think if possible, we are trying to bring something special just before the season ends to make some kind of speculations, last minute speculations who will go to the robots and who will fall behind. So I'm not actually sure exactly when the season will end, but we are waiting eagerly when will that happen. And hopefully we will postpone a little bit the season ends, so it will be Tuesday night when the season ends, and we can have a final community stream broadcast before it gets decided who goes into the robots and who not.
Currently, it's set to the end of this month, the season end.
Yeah, I think he means the Tuesday after May 31st.
Yeah.
So it's delayed a couple of days.
I was talking with Cryptius, and he told me that he could delay to make it work with the stream. So it will be if it will be okay with everyone, the 1st of June will be a very good moment to have it.
Yeah.
That sounds really good. So basically, after 3 weeks, Yatohunt, it was a pleasure to have you on the stream also. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
So-
this is another creep mind game. So let's see. It's a CVT this time around.
Ammo was author for the Creep Mind. Was that so?
Yeah.
Is Ammo online or? Because it would be nice to hear some insight. Is he choosing the builds against the race or just from random pool, or how it's deciding what to build? What kind of strategy to use? Creepmine is expanding quite aggressively on the 3-minute mark. 3 hatcheries already. Actually, I don't know. Is that aggressive for the Zerg? I think that could be even a standard play in some extent.
Yeah, I think it's quite standard. It's going for speedlings. So probably quite standard.
Good economy and a lot of speedlings. I think that makes a lot of sense. Benbot is not challenging the 3 hatcheries at all, so it's giving free hands for the Creepmine to expand.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello, Crep. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Great to have you here.
Yeah, I just thought I'd drop in. Sorry I'm a bit late, but just got back. So, how have you been doing?
Yeah, we did have some technical issues at the beginning of the stream, but thanks for the Ketrock. We were able to overcome them. So and everybody else who was working behind the scenes. So we were able to mute the music and able to get the audio, the chat on the stream. So that was great.
Oh, that's good. Got there in the end, I guess.
Yeah. We did have some discussion that probably before the season ends, we are going to have a community stream and have a little bit speculations, the last minute speculations, who will go to the robots and who will fall behind.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So-
about that. Like, we were half planning on moving the end of the end of the season, so it's due to be on the 31st, which is a Monday. So if we delay that by a few hours, we can actually have the end of the season sync up with the community stream on the Tuesday, and then kind of like have a end of season stream celebration and review, if you like.
That would be awesome. Would be awesome. I think we need to have somebody from the robots also on the stream.
Yeah.
I don't know, is Trek Samai available, or Andy, or Enders,
I'll talk to them
or somebody?
and see if we can get them around for that. I do know that it's not on their time zone, so certainly for Drek and Ender, they're going to be struggling, I think. But we'll see what we can do. I'll have a word.
Yeah, if we can't have those, we will still survive and keep the stream anyways. But it would be great to have some guys from the robots here also. But well, we will see what's coming up.
We'll see what we can do.
Creepmine has some had some trouble breaking Benbot's turtling position.
I think Joke and siege tanks and everything was too much for the creep mine at this time. But if we are looking the army supply, and also creep mine is banking minerals quite a bit with a healthy amount of workers. So I think creep mine doesn't have any problems to stay in the game, even though it's not able to push in the natural of Benbot.
Yeah, the problem here is that like creep mine can just literally send wave after wave after wave. It's got the resources to do it, and there's nothing Benbot can really do about it.
Well, I don't know. Benbot does have 4 bases. You can,
Yeah,
if it's complete suicide, you can make a victory out of 4 bases.
yeah, I guess so.
Basically,
But
creep
he did get a
mines-
bunch of SCVs on his first attack. On this one, he's getting nothing at all. Yeah, the attacks gotta go a little bit better on this, or he needs to hit a different base at some point.
So basically, creep mines needs to attack to the northern base, not in the natural of Benbot. That's difficult to make a decision which base needs to be attacked. So yeah.
Yep.
For a human, it's a quite simple task to do decision. Well, that base is fortified. I will not go there. I just go to another place. But for a bot, it's a quite hard decision to make.
Whenever he gets to fight away from the bunkers and tanks, though, things go well. He was able to pick off a battlecruiser, some SCVs. Now he's walking into the siege tanks again, which is probably not going to go well.
I think you're quite right.
Eventually, the bottom of the map will open up, and I think Creepmine's trying to expand down there right now, but he's blocked.
Yeah, but Benbot hasn't opened the way to the underworld, and I think Benbot seems to be quite happy in the four bases. So Creepmind will have a lot of minerals on its disposal later on, but I think Benbot is stuck with the 4 bases for now.
Yeah, soon it will also be blocked by creep. Like if he wants to expand.
Quite important for the other races to clear the creep to be able to expand in the locations where the for the new expansions. If you do not have the code to clear the creep, you will be stuck in 3 to 4 bases as a Terran. So that's a quite really important part of the code playing against Zerg. I have to say that creep spread for the creep mind is quite impressive. It's functioning quite well, in my opinion. And now we can see 2 more bases on the underworld for the creep mine, so there will be no lack of resources.
Yeah,
For
3
the-
more
for the
actually.
creep mine.
He just broke through
Oh.
his gold minerals, which opened up the door. He's been trying to expand to the south for a really long time.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I'm just looking at the units lost. It looks like Benbot's trading about 2 to 1. So as long as Creep mines out more than 8 bases, then he should beat a 4-base Terran based on that math.
Yeah, and if Benbot makes mistakes and pushes out of the map, it will be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Benbot has been losing those battle cruisers. That's a bit because the tanks he probably isn't like there's some like the trigger to moving out is probably some amount of battle cruisers, I would guess, but they always die in these pushes.
I'm guessing
Yeah,
this
they are.
version of Benbot hasn't been updated to our newest patch. So it probably doesn't know that its BCs can't instantly teleport away anymore. So every time it teleports, it doesn't teleport early enough.
Okay, so basically it will get killed before it's able to finish the teleport.
Yeah, it gets low, it tries to teleport, and then it dies before it can do so.
Yeah.
Benbot's basically maxed out with a huge bank though right now. Actually
Yeah.
getting on the offense.
I wonder when it's starting to build more production, because it definitely needs more production.
It looks like it got that base in the bottom right as well, on the lower platform.
Yeah, it took it out. He's fighting out
Yeah.
there though with battle cruisers. It looks like we can't see
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah,
I think he just lost all of his battle cruisers to Hydras. Yeah,
it
every
looks
single
like
one of them. They either jumped away or died.
looks like he's going to take that gold base as well, though.
Yeah, it's still
think-
creep blocked at the moment though.
I meant take out the gold base of Creep Mine, but obviously he
Oh,
can't
okay, I see what
take
you're
the
saying.
gold base himself.
Yeah, all this fighting in the middle of the map is actually good for Creep Mind. Then he can trade more efficiently than dumping all of his hiders into siege tanks.
Yeah, I wonder what triggered that. Like the bio started just randomly running across the map. Like did something happen to trigger it, or it wasn't
Not
maxed
sure.
or anything?
Yeah, I have to
He
say,
might have
I
actually been
wouldn't
trying
know.
to expand to the like 4 o'clock base, and that was the path that his Reigns went to defend that base. They had to go all the way through Creep Mine's gold to get there.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's
you might be
possible.
right. Yeah.
He just broke through the whole front line. I guess the bunkers are empty because the Marines all left. I didn't really catch it, but we're down to 1 tank and 1 siege and 1 BC.
Looks like he's cleaning it up, though. So, barely.
Yeah. But trading evenly, which is not good when you're down like, what is it, 12 bases to 4 or something?
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
That
Another BC is going to
doesn't
fall.
sound right. Well done, Creep Mine. That was really good win. Benbot is not an easy opponent on the ladder.
Yeah. So now it looks like it's just going to be a slow death.
So Blossier Potter for the Benbot, and does have 2 bots on the ladder. Benbot BC, that is on the 14th place, and also Benbot version 3, that is 40.
And they look fairly similar. I think he made Benbot BC first, and then this was supposed to be like a bio bot. This Benbot version 3. But then he already had BC codes. He's like, oh, I might as well add that in. And then Benbot BC has slowly become less of a BC rushing bot and more of just a macro bot into BCs. So now these 2 bots look very similar. They kind of do the same thing and get the same composition.
Benbot version 3 has been updated 16th of February. And let me have a look for the Benbot BC. Second of May has been the Benbot BC updated. So it seems that the Benbot BC is under development, and the Benbot version 3 is lagging behind a little bit.
Yeah. Benbot BC has always been his main bot. There's a Benbot version 1 and 2 as well. They're just not active.
And now we're going to have the last game that I have queued up. So Rookiebot versus Too Many Stalkers. Too Many Stalkers is a bot from Professor Q. Created 7th of May and updated 8th of May. Did you ever think, I wish there were more stalkers? Well, now there's too many.
You can never have too many stalkers.
As a Terran, I have to say, yes, there could be too many stalkers.
As a Protoss, I have to disagree with you. I'm sorry. I'm you know, it's I have to.
That's okay. We'll just make a too many Marauders bot, and then we'll be fine.
Yeah, there's definitely too many Marauders. I say that when my opponent has one Marauder out, though, so you know it's probably something to do with that.
So too many stalkers. Let me see the ranking. On a place 50, and Rookiebot is on the place 53 at the moment.
It's called Rookiebot, so I'm guessing it's a new author. But it's coming on. Too many stalkers I'm not really familiar with either.
A few new bots, right?
Yeah.
We should.
Author AI Labs NL is the author for the Rookiebot.
Oh, cool.
Have we seen Slava Simplebot version 1.0?
Oh, it was created last week only, so probably not then.
I wonder if there's a way to look up bots by creation date.
And then there's also Garbage Can by Sam H. It's also a new bot from 10 days ago.
I think
Yeah.
Garbage Can sounds so nice, a little bit different. So I think we have to check one game from that.
Yeah, we
Did we
can.
mention the Slava Simple bot?
Yeah, we could watch Garbage Can against Slava Simplebot.
I think
I can queue it up.
That.
Or
If you
which
could
game did
do that.
Ketrock queue up?
Oh, just one of my own.
Garbage Can doesn't do anything according to Lost Lucidity, but we can have a look anyway, I guess.
We can have a look because it's a
Yep.
new author, new bot. We can see the starting point, and after weeks or months, we will see a lot more stuff from it. So hopefully, so I hope the author doesn't give up at this point.
So there's definitely too many stalkers in that last game for Rookiebot. So
Yeah, it seems that it went one base all in with the stalkers.
yeah, I think it's trying to go for the Scarlet strategy, but I think it's quite as good as Scarlet Spot was.
Not yet.
No, not yet, obviously.
I think Scarlet did have an unfair advantage that she was actually she knew what she was doing. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a quite unfair. She knows how to play the game, and she's actually quite good with the programming. So yeah,
Yeah, she's quite good at the
that's-
game as well.
yeah.
Yeah, so.
Just about, you know. Maybe on my level, you know, just about that, I guess.
I think
Well, her
she
bot
could,
rank is probably higher than her human rank,
Yeah.
but there's
yeah.
probably about 1 million more StarCraft 2 players than there are StarCraft 2 bots.
Yeah. Ketrock is doing really good at the moment on the ladder. So is there how many bots are able to beat Ketrock bot at the moment?
Well, this is actually the first time I've beaten Straylock in like a month, probably. Because he normally beats me. And when he doesn't beat me, he times out. So when the game's going well for me, the game will time out. If the game's going well for him, he gets to win. But I kind of made like trying out a new strategy, which is what I'm showing here. So this is like a very tank heavy strategy.
Okay. I think we haven't seen too many tanks from you before.
No, like none. Sometimes I would build them defensively behind, like just hide them behind my planetaries. Like against like Spiny and Probots, where I just try to soak up waves. But I've never used them offensively until now.
I think I have seen you using those tanks behind the planetaries.
Yeah. Basically everything I do is to do with cyclones nowadays. Used to all be about the Tempest. Now it's like, okay, I keep dying to cyclones. What do? I tried making my own cyclones, didn't turn out so well. Now I'm like, well, tanks can do well against cyclones. If you have enough tanks sieged up, they can't even move in to lock on.
How many tank shots it takes to kill one cyclone?
2. But
Okay.
even one hit is really good. So like if he moves in to lock on, you get one hit on the cyclone. That's pretty strong. Knock it like 2/3 of its health off.
Yeah, and probably you're going to get the second hit even with one tank before it's able to kill the tank.
Yeah.
Depending on the vision for both
Yeah.
bots.
So I do some complicated stuff with vision too, where I'll move into my opponent's tank range if I know that his tanks can't see me. Because tanks can shoot further than they can see. So I'll move into his attack range if it's not within his vision range, and then I can blow him away when I get vision. It's not as good as the way Gen Z does it, but it's good enough, I think, that it helps me a lot in tank versus tank situations.
That's amazing. I don't have anything for the enemy vision, so I'm not checking at all the vision for the enemy.
Yeah, I roughly calculate it, but also I can see bugs. We got some tanks here who are just permanently sieged up at their position in the middle of the map.
Well, it's not a bad thing if it's keeping the tanks from the Strelok derping around. So I think that's only a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the worst bug to have a randomly sieged up siege tank.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
Although the way I noticed the bug recently was when it's decided to siege up on one of my expansion locations and never gave the location back to me. He's just like, nope, you'll never be allowed to land a command center here unless I die.
Yeah, that's bad. So you will need a little bit help from the enemy in that case. not going heavily on the air units on this strategy. So basically tanks and bio.
Yeah, I produce tanks from 2 factories. I'll always get Vikings first though if I decide that I need Vikings. And then if I'm floating any resources and I don't need Vikings, then I'll just build Ravens. So sometimes it like turns into a mass Raven strategy because when things are going well, I just keep building Ravens and Ravens and Ravens until I got a whole ton of those.
Do you have some maximum amount for the tanks, or what's the decision?
No,
between the
but I only
tanks
have
and the
2
Ravens?
factories. So when you have many bases, you can spend more than 2 factories worth of siege tanks.
Okay. Now I understand. Yeah. Okay.
I haven't implemented my code yet that calculates factory positions for me. I've kind of written it, but I haven't put it live. So right now, I just with my hard-coded positions, I only have 2 positions that I know are safe to put a factory. Anywhere else, I could end up trapping tanks because I cluster my buildings too closely.
Yeah, that's a big problem. I tried to make a code that builds factories so that the trapping is impossible. But once in a while, I encounter the problem that there's actually a place still on the map that it's able to trap the units. And in that case, I need some help from the enemy. And so, yeah.
Yeah. Like when I run locally, I kind of like draw all the positions that I calculate at the start of the game, and it looks like it's going to work out well just by where I draw the factory locations. I got to get rid of all the hard coding I have for structures. I need to do something for like depot positions and everything else. But the factories was going to be the toughest one, so I got that one out of the way.
Okay, so basically, you will calculate before the game or at the first step of the game, you will calculate all the positions for the structures and not do it on the fly.
I do it at the first step of the game, just because it tries like different layouts and just to see if I can fit the most amount of factories inside my main base without blocking any positions.
Okay, because my bot does that on the fly. It just the spacing is so wide that it should be able to get all around. But once in a while, there's some things on the map that are blocking the way anyways. So yeah.
I really wanted to get an algorithm that clustered them really close together. So basically, I have like columns of factories with space at the bottom for things to fit out.
Yeah, my building works like that. That I have columns. That is not super like you could fit on some maps, especially fit some more. But basically, I have like columns with certain spacings that you can get both like under and on top of the column, and then in between the columns you can move with a Thor or a tank.
So you will leave some kind of pathways between.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot of tanks.
The Kethrock's army is pretty impressive with this Ravens and tanks. Like
And Kethrock has also the whole map for it.
yeah,
himself,
the offensive planetaries are coming.
Yeah. Actually,
I really hate those offensive planetaries.
I don't think they're that good, unfortunately. It was fun to code it, but I think just making orbitals is more efficient or more effective at helping you win. It's definitely what we call a win more button. So the offensive planetaries are nice when you're already going to win the game anyways.
that's so much salt on the wounds when you use the offensive planetaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had games where I've like surrounded my opponent with planetaries. So I even got like planetaries in the back of his base, as well as planetaries all outside the front.
Yeah, that's when you know it's total BM. It's like that's yeah, you've got the game won at that point. Why haven't you already quit? Type of thing.
Yeah. It's to incentivize bot authors to create like a a GG leave the game code.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you don't, you're going to get embarrassed.
Fair enough.
Bots don't get embarrassed, the authors do.
Oh, I don't know. I think I've known a few bots to be quite embarrassed by certain things.
Tank Micro's still a
Trello-
little iffy. I'm seeing some issues with it right now, but it's getting there.
Trelloc seems to be really afraid of those siege tanks. Is it
Yeah, I've always
for
found
vision?
Straylock to be more difficult in TVT than Micro Machine. But yeah, this tank strategy doesn't work versus Micro Machine, and it does work versus Straylock. So I think it's because of just what you said. I think he's far too afraid of siege tanks.
And one thing I saw that Strelok was quite afraid also for the liberation zones at some point. I don't know, is the thing like that still, but previously it was like that.
That's a good thing to be afraid of, though. Those things do a lot of damage.
No, you're taking your time over closing this one out.
Yeah, we had to bring in the planetaries, apparently.
Fair enough.
Yeah, well, he had like a bunch of siege tanks in his main base, so it was hard to get in on them. Oh, man. Okay, I never actually saw the end of this game, but he's getting a lot of planetaries in his base.
No.
Incoming planetaries. I think this requires some kind of offensive GG from the Getrock bot. Do you still have the code to make GG with those mules?
Yes. Although I think the map has to be mined out first.
Okay.
So if
Because
I'm doing
this
the
was-
planetary thing, it's very unlikely for the map to get mined out, especially in a
Yeah.
15-minute game. Maybe in a 40-minute game it'll happen.
Well
You
done,
don't need a
Getrock.
mule to repair the planetaries. You just land more planetaries.
Yeah. Why bother at that point? You just stick more up.
And you don't have to worry about the pathing because, well, you can just fly more planetaries in.
Well, you have to worry about the pathing to get the SCVs there.
Well, you can build the CC at home and fly it there and build
Oh,
planetary.
yeah, guess so.
So this is probably the last game for today. So we do have Slava Simple and Garbage Can. So yeah.
Yeah, garbage
Thank you,
can.
Mind.
Garbage can was floating like 600 minerals and then went for CC first.
Okay. So
It's not,
taking
yeah,
your
it's not.
time.
It's not making SCVs from the main base for some reason. But it did build the CC at least, so.
Yeah, I think Garbage Can, if I'm not getting them mixed up with the other one I read, I think it's a work in progress. It's going to be like a basic BC rush bot eventually, but I didn't see any BCs out of it, so I'm guessing it's still Still ironing out
just-
the build and the bugs.
It's still it does have something functioning, so it's. I hope the author will continue from here. So CC first will do good on the ladder. So it's not. It's viable strategy, definitely. I think Getrock
Yep.
is using that also.
Yeah. I make it a planetary, which is a little more safe, but it's still CC first, yeah.
But this
Can't do that
will
versus
require-
Terran though. Reapers are too too strong in the early game.
Okay, I understand. But I think Garbage Scan will need something more than just 2 CCs to win the game.
Yeah.
But I
But-
did pick this game because Garbage Can wins this, but it wins this due to a Slava crash at 9 minutes or something. But I thought it might have been that Garbage Can just wins and then Slava crashes, but probably not. There's 3 Stargates for Slava Simple Bot. Lots of Voiders apparently.
I think that will be the name of the game. Like Merkmore told in the chat that he has 5 CC first opening. So I did try something with a 3 CC first, and I was actually able to get a little bit success on the ladder with that build, but unfortunately the ladder is so cheesy that 3 CC first is almost a suicide on the current meta on the ladder.
That pylon
wow.
wall in his mineral line. My goodness. How to disrupt
That's
your
a
own
bit
mining.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm guessing Garbage Can probably just has a bug. I don't think he would have put up a bot that just builds a command center and that's it. That's like one line of code. So I'm guessing he's just airing out every frame or something. There's probably a lot more complexity to this bot. We're just not seeing it.
You say one line of code, you're obviously not using the C++ API.
Hey, the Java one's just as bad. The Java one is a bad copy of the C++ API. Do you know what the Java API documentation is? It's see the C++ documentation because it's kind of like that. That's what our documentation is.
Slava Simple, it's not. Has it moved any of its army units yet?
Oh, and now it crashed, I
It's
think.
crashed, yeah.
Nice build though. I mean, it expands. It gets up supply. It gets void rays. Some of the pylon placement and attack decisions need to be fixed, but looks like a good start to that bot.
Definitely yes, and it's great to have new authors joining the ladder and the community. I think we have done for the night, or do you guys want to check one more?
I think I'm probably going to head off. Thanks, guys. It's been a lot of fun, and I'll catch you all next week. And we got King of the Hill this weekend as well. Here is stepping up to the plate to take on Micro Machine. Hope he's listening in.
Yeah,
No
and
pressure.
get there early, guys, because it might be over. And how long does it take to do 3 worker rushes?
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you
Yeah,
very much.
Tier's too good to bring the same one. We'll probably see something new, maybe.
Yeah, it's
Actually,
good.
Tier's been he's been beating Micro Machine and Macro, hasn't he? Or he's done it at least once, I think.
It's good to save the modified worker rush for the next Probot season.
Yeah. I think Tier's definitely beat me on the ladder. He's got a nice build now where he kind of sits back, absorbs a lot of damage until he like maxes out with a ton of immortals and then just walks across the map and lays waste to everything. Pretty sure he beat Micro
Yeah,
Machine with that.
If you have find a game where it beats Micro Machine, we should definitely have it on the next week's stream. So please.
Well, we don't want to
ask that
spoil
way.
the King of the
Yeah,
Hill. But,
it's gonna be
Yeah.
on Sunday, so you
Yeah.
know it's
Yeah.
no pressure here, but you know you need to knock down the champ. All right,
Mhm.
guys, I'm gonna head off. Cheers to the stream. Catch you in a bit.
yeah. See ya.
Yeah. See you. Bye bye.
Yeah, I'll see you guys. I'm heading off too.
Bye.
Bye.